Assalamu alaikum student, welcome to the e-classes of Sufa English High School. How are you all? I hope you all are good. So student, today we are going to learn about preamble to the constitution. In the last video we learn about sovereign state. Now we are going to learn about socialist state. So let's start the about socialist state. A socialist state is such a state where the gap between the rich and the poor is minimum. All have a right over the wealth of the country. It is ensured that wealth is not concentrated in the hands of a few people. Now, India is a socialist nation. The word socialist means that it's look towards establishment of socialism in the country. The word socialism implies social ownership and democratic control of the means of production. We can better understand the word when it is explained as an opposite of capitalism. Now, in a capitalist economy, the country treats industry are controlled by the private owner for profit, whereas in the socialist economy, the trade and the industries controlled by the state. Now India is not strictly socialist economy. We have a blend of socialism and capitalism. Our economy is actually a mixed economy. Okay student, now go to the next point number 3, secular state. The preamble states secularism as one of our goals. In a secular state, all religions are considered as equal. No one religion is considered to be the state religion. The citizens are free to follow their own religion. State cannot discriminate among citizens on the basis of religion. Now this paragraph, India is a secular nation. Word secular means that the states protect all religion equally. Indian state does not uphold any specific religion, not does it have official religion. The concept of secularism in the United States of America is actually negative one, where the government does not interfere in the religious affair. The concept of secularism is in India is a positive one, where the religions are treated equally. Now in a country like India, whether a numerous faiths, unity and fraternity can only be achieved through the secular state. Okay student, now go to the next point number 4, democratic state. Democratic state. In a democracy, the sovereign power is in the hands of the people. Government makes decisions and draws up policies in keeping with the people's wishes. Government has to take important financial, social and other decisions to promote common welfare. All the people are not able to come together and take such decision on a day-to-day basis. Therefore, elections are conducted after a mixed parade. When voters elect their representatives, these representatives sit in the constitution created by the constitution, like the parliament or legislature and the executive. They take decision for the entire population as per the procedure laid down by the constitution. Now in a democracy, this paragraph they have explained that India is a democratic republic. Now democracy is a form of government which is elected by the people of the country. So the ultimate power lies with the people. The government run it according to basic rule. Now when the people has chosen the government, so they make an important decision on financial, social and other things, etc. Now to make any decision only daily basis, people cannot together to make decisions, so elections are conducted on certain date to elect representative. Now this representative, when he is elected, he sits in the parliament or legislature. Now they take decision based on overall population, which is laid down by the constitution. Okay student, it is enough for today. We will continue in the next video. Thank you and take care.